These stones were part of a memorial that we built back in 2009, starting with 30 stones. As you can see, these stones represent young people who were killed by gun violence in Chicago. From a 7-year-old, a 1-year-old baby, to 24-year-olds. Gun violence has ravaged all these families. 2020, we started running out of room. My husband kept building and building it over, taking it out, building it over to make more room, but we got too far behind. What we want to do is to redo the memorial with plaques, because we don't want them to be forgotten. That's the reason this memorial was built, is because we don't want them to be forgotten. All this stuff going over here. We're gonna take all this stuff out and put it on these shelves. Excuse me, Charles. Open these up. Kids Off the Block. We're known as a community-based youth development organization. Tutoring, mentoring, leadership programs, training programs, community outreach training. Yes, I thought we had way more clothes than this. Or maybe it's the most somewhere. Being a teenager is already enough. And then to add upon that poverty, violence. Just put the bleachers right here. Y'all don't have to take them over there. Our main focus is young people ages 10 to 24 years old and their families. Okay, good, right there. Oh, thank you all so much. Come on, I'm gonna need everybody. We keep them busy for hours. And so they're not out there trying to get involved in trouble or trying to listen to someone who is, because we've got them. Once we start helping young people, we start realizing they didn't have the basic necessities to go to school. So we started doing back-to-school events like in 2006. We want to give our children everything they need so they can learn. If they're missing pencils to write with, if they're missing notebook paper, that messes with their brains like, I don't have that. And then they start feeling like it ain't worth it. And I've heard these from children. The basic things they need to learn, as long as they have it, they're more focused on their work, on what they need to do. So that's why it's important to me. Hey, y'all, they can come here. Hey. We're here for support, to help them to thrive, to survive, to live life, and to get them all the resources they need to do these things. And that foundation is what helps prevent violence. And not in the streets carrying guns or shooting each other or feeling they have to rob. They have a sense of, I'm helping in my community, their families come. We feed hundreds for Thanksgiving. We give away toys for Christmas, sometimes up to 500 families. To me, that inspires them, gives them hope that somebody in the community cares. And personally, that makes me feel wonderful because I know I did my little small part. We did to help them.
Okay, my name is Diane. Oh, I'm sorry.
Nerve.
Sorry. Do I spell my whole name?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, my name is Diane, and oh, geez, I can't believe I'm doing this. And I am founder and president of Kids Off the Block.
In 2003, KOB, Kids Off the Block, in the midst of the violence, started trying to help some of the kids to not participate in violence. And so we had a lot of young people around here then, lots of young people from different blocks. James and I have 8 kids, 4 boys and 4 girls. Aisha was the last one at home. Aisha had 9 friends, 13 to 15 years old, boys and girls. And every weekend I'd take them skating, fishing, to the movies, wherever I could get them. Keep up with Aisha. My mom saw it And my mom said, Diane, you should do something with those kids. They like and respect you. And I thought about what she said. And then I prayed about it. And I went out there and I said, Aisha. I just hollered at her. Yes, ma'am. I said, y'all come here for a minute. I said, look, y'all, I don't know what I'm doing. I just want to talk to y'all. Tell me how I can help y'all. And Aisha's going, Mom, she didn't want no part of it. Her friends started telling me that the boys were being chased by the gangs, that they were all failing in school. And I said, I'm just a mom. How can I help these kids?
Oh, you gonna do it?
I'm not a scholar or got degrees, but maybe I can help with homework.
We can go now?
Yeah.
That's how Kids Off the Block started.
We're telling parents to leave us alone, thinking we are so grown.
Violence was always there.
Come on, young people, let's get
We had like this little space in here where they could come and relax and be themselves without judgment.
We're killing each other and losing the whole generation. We're not going any further.
Is that it?
Yeah.
When you started the organization, it's like the phone stopped ringing for me. They would be here even when I wasn't here. They would be calling and, oh, can I speak to your mom? And they was always my friends.
Oh, yeah, they loved
family.
you.
But they went from, hanging to me to wanting to be around you because that love wasn't at home. That support wasn't at home. A lot of my friends didn't have two-parent homes, and so they were looking for daddy as well. Not only,
Right.
That side of you, but to have that father figure in the home because they didn't have it.
That's right. It went from like 10 kids in the house to like 75. That was crazy.
Yeah, so
Night and day.
we had no choice but to believe. I commend you for sticking it out. We celebrate 21 years this year. 21 long years.
Really?
Yes, Lord.
So we're going to visit the grandma that the grandson was shot.
Yes.
And Henry came and took the intake to get more information about the family and the situation. The neighbors said that there was a drive-by, a car pulled up, got out and started shooting.
The little boy, he got shot standing in the middle of the living room.
We hired Henry and Kenneth, who's our program manager, to go out into the community to let people know that Kids Off the Block wanted to help them. But we want to get out of her way, too.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of can be tense.
Yeah. Ready, Karen?
Yep. There you go, and there's 308 right there.
Okay. Let's do this. How you doing? This is my supervisor, Mr. Orr.
How you doing?
They're out there to see families, what they need, how can we help. They actually keep up with violent incidents to do anti-violence work in West Pullman and Roseland.
We've been having a lot of activity around here as far as gunshots in this particular area. It's really been a really hot spot for the last couple of months, especially on this corner on 119th in Michigan.
And it all stems from this liquor store right here.
It was like 3 shootings at this one location on a Sunday, and I ended up having to call Henry, and Henry came up, met me up here.
Car pulled up right here and shot at least about, it was all over the news. They shot about, 30 times down the street at this house right here.
This whole area, this 119th Michigan, it's a very hot area, so you got to be very careful when transporting yourself around this particular area. It's pretty hot.
Yes, you do.
But see, they know it's an issue with that location. That's why he's acting.
Yes,
But he knows
it's something to hide. As you can see how he acted. Later on today, I'm gonna walk back down there. I know that dude, and with that tough guy act, because he see a camera in the car, I'm gonna talk to him, say what's on your mind, because that's not right, man. Them type people don't want nothing to change.
A woman is shot and killed while sitting on the porch of the Southside home. She's been identified as 49-year-old Katrina Brown. The shooting happened about 9:30 last night near 118th in South Indiana in the West Pullman neighborhood. Police say a man in a passing SUV opened fire, hitting the woman.
A shooting happened down on 118th, and it was Charles' mother. Charles volunteered at our back-to-school event, and literally a week later, his mom was shot and killed.
What I said.
It's nerve-wracking right now. I'm just gonna be honest. Normally, when Charles and I talk, I'm very stern, or it's playful.
Charles, really?
I ain't cursed. No, I said that.
Stop, Charles, don't do that, you know.
Charles, you're going the wrong way, this way.
But it's like everything has changed.
Yeah, right. Let's go this way.
I saw how hard he worked for the kids to like him.
Young people.
I saw how he just wanted to belong to something. And I would say that if we don't keep Charles, love him, help him, he will either be the shooter or he'll be a victim. And I always believed that from the time he was 10, because I saw the environment he was in. And Charles did reach out to me. His mom was trying to see what was going on, you know, what was happening. That was her house. And she got struck. She got struck in the head. She died in his arms.
Can you imagine what a young child like him go through, watch his mama bleed out right in front of him?
In his arms, yeah. And he said she was trying to talk to him.
Yeah, but he said too much blood was coming up out of her mouth.
Wow.
That's terrible, man, really terrible.
First words out of Charles' mouth was, if I had never been living there, this wouldn't have happened. And I was like, Charles, that wasn't your fault. There you are. Boy, that hair growing. Well, first of all, how are you? Stop trying to fix your hair.
Taking it day by day.
Yeah. Charles had to relocate for his own safety, for his family's safety. How's school been?
I've been staying out of trouble doing my work and stuff like that. Let the BS pass me, and I know I can get out of hand at points, so I keep myself calm at points.
I'm glad you know that. I don't even know how to ask you how, you know, so have you been able to sleep? Have you been able to,
I don't sleep peacefully no more. Like, it's like when I go to sleep, I still think about my mom and waves, and still, you know.
Yeah. Do you hear her voice a lot?
It's like, I be trying to block it away, but it's like, you know, that's your mom, you still going, you know.
I wouldn't block her voice. That probably soothes you, makes you feel better.
I'm talking about, like, not blocking as in, like, it's like, you know, like how, like, sometimes you get, like, flashbacks.
Oh, yeah.
Like, when I get flashbacks, it's like I get emotional, but I'm trying to, you know, it's like I don't be crying no more because it's like I can't cry no more. All I could do is just do better. And I know she's seeing it.
Oh, yeah. That's what she always wanted for you. You know, I know that. You make her proud. You got a support system where you at?
Yeah.
Well, you know you still can reach out, though, right?
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
I still don't know what to say to you, except that, you know, if you need my help, I've always been there and I will always be here.
Right.
You know, I'm just at a loss for words. I know you tell me you all right, but I don't know how you can be.
I ain't gonna hide nothing from y'all. Like, if I want to talk, I could talk. Like, I could talk, but it's like laying it.
You don't want to talk about it over and over. That's right.
Like, it's not gonna leave your head.
Right.
And me watching my mom dab my face, it's like crazy.
That is crazy. Like I said, I'm here. You know I'm here. You know my number.
Yeah.
If you need me for anything, I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Love you.
Love you too, Miss Diane.
Okay. Bye-bye. Wow. When I first came here, I was 15 years old. My auntie moved out here in 71. I thought I was in another city. Nothing but red roses, green trees, grass. I had never seen anything like that. There was a movie theater, there was a skating rink, there was Mendel's, where every kid wanted to go to that Catholic high school, and It was a lot of activities out here, stores, places you just wanted to be in Roseland. When white flight happened, it just because the blacks would start moving in. So, this is Finger High School. And it used to have like 2,100 students. It now has under 200 students. They're talking about closing it. The schools are institutions in the community. They mean something. And when they close up and the kids have to walk past them every day, it becomes a part of the problem, not the solution anymore. This is Sungay. So when they close the school, this is what it looks like. I call it a monstrosity, a block long. We were cleaning up the block on Michigan, and one of our young people was shot right here. So we dropped all the brooms in the street, and we all ran through the blocks and ran here. And Antoine was laying there by the building, by that fence over there. And we thought that we had lost him because there was so much blood, but they got him to the hospital on time. He still got 5 bullets in him. But he lived. Oh, I'm liking this dress. I just noticed that.
That's what Tina said.
Yeah, that's nice. Down here, you run. Y'all stayed. Y'all didn't move out. Yeah,
yes,
that's right.
You know, because we're still needed here.
Yeah.
We was taught to support each other.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? To uplift one, not to leave one behind. Because that's how we grow in them.
That's right. That's right.
You know, and you has always been a blessing for not just me, but every time I would turn the news on, and some young person that made it, they say, I'm here talking to you on this platform because Miss D.
Yeah.
You know, and I say, I know who they talking about. I remember when you wanted to start that program.
Yeah.
And making sure these children have a future.
Well, ain't that what that village is supposed to be about?
That's what it's supposed to be about.
That's right. Let me give you a hug and get out your hair.
Yes, darling.
I really appreciate you taking time. I love you too. Thank you.
And have a blessed day. Yes.
I would like for you to understand something about my opinion about my community. I don't care how it looks, because I love it. Because it's our community, and I don't feel like, it's so bad or it's so terrible, because there's some good people here doing some great things, and I'd rather be here and help than to be somewhere bad-mouthing my community, and I'm not gonna do that, and I don't wanna do that. So this is our new home under renovation. This is where kids off the block will be moving to. We came up with the Hope House until we actually name it, but it's been under renovation now for about a year. I see it's coming along fine. Those doors were not there, and the back porch is done. It's beautiful. My husband and I need our own house back. It's been 21 years. And we'll be able to offer more services. Kids off the block will. We're supposed to get a basketball court here. And we got all that room back there for our events and barbecues. And oh man, I love it. I love it. And so I'm thinking this wall right here. This wall right here would be perfect for the memorial. Because we can't bring the stones, there's not enough room. But we can do the plaques. I love it. That looks so good. It's coming together. You can't lose hope. When that's all you have, you know it's more valuable than anything.